So the question is whether you can compost meat in with the other things that they're composting at the Rio.
Yes, we compost all organic matter, and we send it to a commercial composting company, so we do compost the meat products.
And do you know if there's a way for that to be done at home?
I don't know about the home process. You know, the A1 Organics handles I believe, I don't really know what their process is, so I don't know how they do it.
It has to be a higher temperature, I believe, so hot composting.
Okay, so she was wondering the corporate building, the Chick-fil-A building that replaced Nate's, was that done according to corporate standards, or did it incorporate some of these things we're talking about?
With the Nate's building, and unfortunately, since it was on a ground lease, all we could do is, again, be a resource for Chick-fil-A as we've learned how to work within climate-wise on energy efficiency and the green way to build. So we put them in touch with climate-wise as far as conforming to anything as far as a LEED certified building. It's not. But we did put them in touch as far as any mechanical equipment that it was Energy Star rated and try to minimize their environmental impact.
Do you know if they took advantage of that?
I don't know. No, I wish I did. I wish we had more of a influence on their construction project, but unfortunately we didn't.
So the question is about the oil changing companies that are here in town, like Grease Monkey, and what was the other one that you mentioned? Jiffy Lube, and if they're recycling their oil or not.
I have a list of everybody in town that has a waste oil, or they don't call them waste oil, they call them used oil heaters, and I can show it to you. Some of them, but almost all of them still have to have them hauled also because they don't produce enough, or you don't need heat in the summer. And that's why I'm really interested in the air conditioning units and some of the other products that are coming out. If we'd ever do like a quick lube or whatever with a wash bay, I'd definitely be putting in a boiler to heat the building and to heat the water for the car wash.
So he's asking about whether it's possible to recycle vegetable oil.
Yes, you can. It has to be above 50 degrees. And you have to mix it with another type of oil for like a 50-50 mix. But then you can run any vegetable oils you want through it at the same time.
So he was talking about with the deconstruction process, if there was a cost impact or a schedule impact as opposed to the normal blow and go knock down a building process.
Good question. That was actually a huge concern with this project is in a maybe a residential setting, say an abandoned house in a field, you can kind of take your time, deconstruct it, and at its own pace. But in this instance, since we had Chick-fil-A kind of on the back end who had a time constraint to get the process started, so we had to deliver that building within a certain time period. And we set this project up to where a traditional demolition is about 5 days. And we were able to complete this project in 9 days. So it added a few extra days, but within reason. On the cost impact, it cost us about 12% more to do the deconstruction, and most of that added expense was to go in and strip those resources out of the building and donate those to resource. So there's a little bit extra on both ends.